So the level test I use, like I told you before, I'll ask a student.
3 questions.
Right. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. What's going on? But I also do some exercises, and the exercise I do is I tell them to create a word with the last letter of the previous word. And most oftentimes they don't know, they can't understand what I've said. But then I show them an example, and they can pick it up. And then we go back and forth. And then I have a couple other little exercises I do. I'm not testing the level of proficiency. I'm testing whether I can work with them or not, whether I can give them instruction and I can get some feedback. Do you understand?
So you're checking more of personality?
Exactly. Teachability.
Teachability.
And if they're willing to put themselves out there, how much risk are they willing to take, comfort level, those are the things I'm gauging. If they can study here with me or in a group.
Like an interview?
Kind of like an interview. Exactly. It's more like an interview,
So
less like
you're chosen.
Yeah.
chosen.
Less like a level test. Kate was the most popular student.
Oh, yeah, still, she is very popular.
Everyone loved her.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone loved her.
Still,
Very positive.
her popularity exists. Prevails.
Is there a next question?
Oh, the second question that she asked is, when you choose a material for students in class, do you use more higher level or easier level?
It's always going to be higher.
Always higher. How much higher you say? You say like extremely higher, or like just about the
A little bit.
a little bit, or
If I'm choosing material that they understand 100%, then it's far too easy.
that's right. That's what we learned.
There has to be some gap, and there should be phrases they do not know. And also, if there's nothing there that they see or they're interested in, or some new words, then that means they're not interested in the class. If they read something and they can't pick something that stands out to them, it's a bad sign. But the material is always going to be harder.
What do you do when you're really tired and you have a lesson to teach? Do you follow your lesson plan exactly or get flexible with it? He actually answered, right?
I give myself the ability to change, but I generally stick with my lesson plan. Teaching, for me, if you've taught, it's very much a performance. You have to deliver, like Miss Kate said, my energy goes up, my voice gets higher. I'm very much in a performance mode, and it's exhausting. After I allow myself time to rest. Sometimes I take a nap before I teach again. So physically, I get very tired teaching. But I try not to show it in class. I don't sit.
There is another question. Yeah. I mean, in class, when students make some errors,
Yes.
how do you correct those errors?
That's a really good question.
Directly or indirectly, or using questions? There are so many ways that you can use.
So some students like corrections and some students don't.
That's true.
Some teachers like corrections, some teachers don't. In the group classes, I don't do a lot of corrections, though I'll do a little bit. I do give students, though, the opportunity, if they need corrections, they can write something down and have me correct it. Also audio, I've corrected audio before. The individual classes are different though. Some students really need the corrections. They're in high pressure situations. And if it fits that student's personality, and again, I'm providing a service, I do that for them. I give them the corrections if they really want it, but not in the group classes. I want comfort, speak more, express yourself. I don't want to have a student second guess what they're saying.
Second guess.
Kind of think again about what they say.
Self-correction.
Self-corrections are a bad habit. It is difficult if you're constantly correcting yourself. It's difficult for the person listening to you. So if someone is doing that, I tell them to stop. It's hard for me to listen to them if they're doing that.
I do that often.
Stop it.
You do that too, right?
Well, that's your. Keep going.
I have a question about lesson plan.
Yeah.
Do you make a lesson plan for every class?
Yes.
Every
Yes.
class?
Every class. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's single class.
Every class. But I'm preparing material for 4 different levels, and then I use the material for every single class. But every class I teach has a lesson. Yes.
And do you share it with your students?
Yes. I have a website where all the material is
Yeah, I saw
several
that.
days in advance.
Right.
Ideally, sometimes I'm lazy and I can't get it. But ideally, it's there for about 4 or 5 days before the class.